Hello, this is John Mason. How is everybody? I hope everyone's new year is still pretty new, is happy and prosperous, and all good things come to you. And all good things to our nation. Tomorrow we'll be celebrating the birthday of the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King. And history books and commercial media have unfortunately sanitized the memory of Dr. King, trying to tame him historically as this kind of a harmless little peacenik. However, for all his nonviolence, for his preaching of love, even to your enemy, the powers that be in this country were terrified of him. Why was the FBI so hell-bent on bringing him down and discrediting him and destroying him? He was just this harmless old peacenik. He was Dr. King, everybody around him, and everybody else related to the civil rights movement and its adjacent movements such as the labor movement were involved in challenging the power structures in this country. Not just in race, but in the society and the economy. Dr. King was a tremendous ally of the labor movement. In fact, his last big campaign was the Poor People's Campaign. As part of the Poor People's Campaign, which challenged economic injustice along with racial injustice, Dr. King joined in the Memphis sanitation workers strike in 1968 and was killed by an assassin there. He was part of the movement to organize the sanitation workers in Memphis, Tennessee, who were paid so pitifully and poorly they qualified for welfare, even though they worked a full-time job. Of course, today we get the same thing with Walmart. It's true then, as it was true, and it's true now. Economic structures in this society are bent on destroying us. And we still have to continue Dr. King's work and the work of other dedicated civil rights activists in challenging that. Not be distracted by slogans and chants, but such that the news media has not helped in clarifying the debate around civil rights. They have helped in perpetuating the racism that has continued in our society by following the government's slogans, started by Nixon, and still continued in Democratic and Republican administrations of crime in the streets, war on crime, war on drugs, individual responsibility, get those lazy bums off welfare, and individual responsibility, and welfare mothers leeching off the system and all that. We must avoid those slogans, those stereotypes, as we are taking on a plutocracy. Yes, our regime is a plutocracy, an oligarchy. It's been going on since Reagan, at least. Although the potential was there, it was starting to grow under the Democratic administration of Jimmy Carter and the Republican administrations of Nixon and Ford, of the plutocrats and the corporations trying to reclaim the government and make it work for them and not for all of us, the American people. And that is also part of Dr. King's fight and the legacy which we must continue. Of course, you know about the abominable tax bill that has been pushed through Congress, which benefits large corporations and which robs tax benefits from middle class and working class people At the same time, we have learned about the Panama Papers and the Paradise Papers of these stories about these law firms that have helped the wealthiest people and the wealthiest corporations find these places to stash their money so they don't have to pay taxes. I know I'm ruminating here, but each one links to the other. Racial injustice, which divides low-income people against each other, and economic injustice, which benefits from one group of low-income people fighting against another group of low-income people, and how our government is tilted toward the most powerful and wealthy in our country. It all relates to Dr. King's work. And to continue Dr. King's work, we must band together, fight racism, fight class domination, fight the politicians that leech off us, the American people, and benefit the corporate paymasters. You know I'll do my part. Goodbye.